Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing? Good morning. Let's see. See anybody on? Taking me some water this morning. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good. Hey, cool BJ. How are you this morning? I think my morning people are knocked out right now. They're not here. They're not up. They're not up this morning. So what you been up to? Hold on. Good morning, Latoya. How are you this morning? I sent some cards to Robert, and they came back and said it wasn't right address. Can you give me the right address information, please? Thank you. The one at MDC, the New York one. Hey, Rolanda. Hey, Angie. Uh, I haven't sent any correspondence to that address, so I can look for you. But I haven't sent anything over to there because I was emailing him before. So as far as correspondence, I have to go locate that address for you. I can do that for you. Well, do anybody who's written Robert to MDC, can you guys put the mailing address in the chat for Victoria? Contrary to other belief, y'all, all the stuff that they kept saying I was doing negatively, right, Robert? Obviously, I didn't do that because I don't even have his address over there. He's in Brooklyn. What address did you use? Here the land. Good morning. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, Gigi. Good morning, Rhoda. All right, let's do our morning drink. Got my almond milk because there was somebody sent me a message. What address did you put down? Maybe you don't have the right PO box. Hey, Denise. The other address is on the website. Yeah, go to the jail's website, Latoya. Go to the jail's website and use that address. Use the MDC address. I know it's a PO box. I can't remember it by heart. Thank you, Denise. Hey, Simply Erica. What's the website? Just type up Google MDC, New York MDC, MDC New York. Just Google that and you should be able to bring it up. Okay, there it is. Rhoda just put it in there. Robert Sylvester Kelly, 09627-035 MDC, Brooklyn Metropolitan Detention Center, P.O. Box 329002, Brooklyn, New York, 11232. So they should put down. Good morning, Henny Hen. That's not the one you put down? Or did you do the old one? Which one did I don't know. All right. Uh-oh. Thank you, Rhoda. All right, y'all, let's get this going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. And remember, Toya, make sure your card doesn't have all the glittery. Just give them plain cards in a white envelope. Do not do all the colors, y'all, because once you put in the colors, you're gonna get a return back to you. I'm just gonna give you a warning. Don't do no musical ones. Don't do no pop up. None of that. Make it as plain as possible. Go to Dollar Tree, get a plain card. Don't waste your money on something that they're not gonna let you. Hold on, doing this milk. 12 ounces. So I'm gonna get a tablespoon of oil. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. Sorry. I need paper towel. You gotta wipe this extract off. Let's see. That's the address. I haven't received anything back. I'm sending his Christmas card out this week. You're welcome. Okay. Candy said. Hey, okay, let me read what Michelle said. Michelle said, Miss Sylvia, good morning. If I missed it, sorry, but did y'all know anything about the lady with the YouTube channel claiming to be Robert's real lady? Who's that? Who's that? Uh, uh, mm. Today I'm gonna try the lemon extract. I want to taste a lemon, like a lemonade. Let's do a lemon extract. And you only need a half a teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Should Shadow, I don't know the lady, but I know she mentioned my name a couple of times. She put me in her video. I don't know who she is. Don't know who she is. She came into my group one time, and I don't know who she is. Look, y'all. I don't know the man's relationship, who he has a relationship with, and who he don't. I don't know. That's not my concern. That's not my concern. I don't care who his relationship is with. I care less. That all I know is that lady. I know that lady said some stuff in regards to me, but I don't know. Yeah, our thing is finished. But no fear, I got another one. And you don't not need the oil. No, I'm gonna try flaxseed oil today. I'm gonna try the flaxseed oil. I went and got some flaxseed oil. I'm gonna try the flaxseed oil because you can use flaxseed oil, any kind of healthy oil that's good for you. And you need your oil whenever you're dyeing. You need some sort of oil because it's good for your hair, your nails, your skin. You need some sort of healthy, and it's good for your heart. You know, so I'm gonna use the flaxseed oil, and this is the organic omega-3 6. Use that, and there's only one tablespoon a day that you need. So you don't need to put this in every drink that you have. Just one a day. Just one a day. One a day. 1 tablespoon a day. Don't need to do 3. One a day. Yeah, I tried last night to do the drinks, but I was starving. Hold on. 1 tablespoon. And I use a flaxseed oil. I use coconut, flaxseed oil. I even have walnut oil. I even have walnut seed oil. This is another healthy oil, but I haven't used this one yet. So I've been doing the MCT. I was doing this one. This is a coconut one, but as you can tell, I'm finished. I do have some more of the MCT coconut, but I just wanna, because they said the flaxseed is pretty good. So I'm gonna do the flaxseed, and then because some people mention the walnut. So whatever somebody's putting down in their comments, I try it. So that's what I've been doing, experimenting, so I can stay on track with this. You know. Hold on, trying to put this up. All right, so we got the lemon. Then I did the lemon. So I'm trying to see right. I'm almost finished. So this is I'm almost finished. These cans will not last too long, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gone already. Look, 4. What did I eat yesterday? I had the drinks, and then I got hungry, so I ate a piece of protein. I ate a piece of turkey. I ate a piece of turkey. I had a piece of like hard cheese, but I tried to stay away from the dairy. But hard-headed Sylvia, vegetarian in this morning. I felt like the mucus because I took that shot, and it's for some strange reason I've been feeling like a lot of mucus in my system. That was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta get my medicine too. Keep going. So this is the third can. I'm not putting the fiber in there this morning because I'm gonna take my meds. So we're just gonna do this. So 2 things I did new. I did a lemon extract and I did flaxseed oil. I didn't do my regular MCT oil. There's 2 things I did different. So I'll tell you how it tastes. Everybody's taste bud is different. I'm just trying different things just to tell you what I think, how it is, As you guys know, I love this shake. I like the difference. I'm all dressed up. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna take y'all with me to the table. I gotta bring my water with me. Hold on, let me get my bottle. In my water. Take you guys with me. In my water. Take you guys with me. I got some water over here. Okay, here we go. Mm. Yeah, I put my vest on this morning. My weight loss vest, the one that makes you sweat. Got that on this morning. You hear it? Got that on, and I'm gonna put my belt on this morning because we're gonna work out for real. Well, I haven't worked out with you guys online in a while, so we're gonna work out together today. I'm feeling kind of like tired. What I'm good? Ooh. Dang on it. Let me see. Let me see if I could put the Audible on here so we could do our affirmations. We're 30. Hold on. We're not gonna be here doing affirmation all morning. But okay, you know what? I did write some of those affirmations out. Do y'all want to hear new ones, or you want to just go through the ones that we have? Our affirmation. What happened? What did Earth Star do? Earth Star said, "Blessing Miss Sylvia Jack just popped in to say my baby was born today." Oh, congratulations! Woo! Congratulations! Oh my God! What did you have? A baby girl, boy? Congratulations! Oh wow! Congratulations! That is awesome! Yeah, I'm doing good. God woke me up this for another day. Like, blessings, congratulations, y'all. My watch was dead, so my watch is like, I'm gonna let it charge a little bit. My watch was deader than a dead doorknob. So we're gonna charge it this morning. I'm gonna charge my watch. Oh, let me open it up so I could charge it better. All right, let's drink it because I'm not gonna let it get thick. Okay, we're gonna drink it. I just hope it tastes better because I got some stuff I've never used before in it. Cheers. The lemon tastes good. The lemonade tastes good. It tastes like the lemon really tastes good. Yeah, it tastes good. And I don't taste the flax seeds oil, so not bad. She had a baby girl. Oh, congratulations again. Oh, I know she's sweet. Oh. Okay, let's drink. Cheers to those who's drinking the I'm a said drink. Cheers to you guys to healthy weight loss. Tastes like I'm eating a little piece of pound cake with lemon pound cake. That's what it tastes like. Lemon pound cake. How many ounces is that? Oh, I do 12 ounce. 12 ounce is you do it for 10 to 12 ounces. That's what you normally do your drink for 10 to 12 ounces. I measure it on my scale. That's why I always put my cup on the scale. I put it on the scale and hit reset, set it to 0, and then pour it. The fluid ounces, that is. So I pour and pour until I get 12 ounce. But you could do 10. If you're shorter than me, I would do 10 ounces. Since I'm 5'7.5", I do 12. And if you're under 5'6", you only need 6 scoops, not 10, not 8, 6 scoops. You know, put this camera up a little bit so you guys can see better. There you guys see. Got my little weight trainer right here. There's my weight trainer right here. I am almost finished. And then we're gonna do our affirmation, and then I didn't bring my medicine. I need to do my medicine. Yeah, I am. See, my weight loss comes like from I start from here. All of this gonna go like my boob is gonna go, like my arm's gonna go. It's mostly my belly that lasts longer. That's why I have to do extras for my belly. I have to do like push-ups and stuff like that, and not push-ups, sit-ups and stuff. So my weight loss and my neck gonna be looking like an ostrich because I have pretty long neck, and you're gonna see my bones soon. Sweet, have you ever woke up praising God? Yeah, Denise, I do it all the time. Break up praising the Lord. Yes, I do. Absolutely, absolutely, Denise. Just praising Him for His goodness and His mercy, just for allowing me just another day, for His protection, for shelter, for food, for everything. Yes, I do. I do. hmm Most definitely. I get up praising Him. I thought I was dreaming. I did that this morning. Amen. Amen. um. So what do y'all think about what do y'all think about the letters? What do y'all think about some of the things that's being said in the letters as far as Robert's condition situation? What do you think? Hey, good morning, Amber. Made it 7 days. Amen, Denise. Amen. Amen. That is the number of completion. Yep. 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 I just want to see what you guys thoughts on some of the stuff that you're hearing in the letters. Not whether the letter's real and all that, not that. I mean, what was some of the feelings that you were having when you heard the words and the stuff that was going on? What were some of the thoughts that you guys had? Ah, welcome back, Candy. What were some of the thoughts you had? Yeah, y'all sleeping this morning on me. What is going on? Y'all sleeping. back. Sorry about that. You said I really haven't watched it. I catch it when I can. Okay. I haven't heard any of the letters. I haven't seen his channel. Listen. Okay. Uh, good morning. Good morning, Tamira. 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 Yeah. Good morning, Tamira. I think the lawyer let him down and didn't care if he get out, Mr. Greenberg. Shannon said, good morning, Auntie Sylvia. Good morning, Shannon. I think my struggle, I think my struggle with accepting these letters is I can't imagine him being treated in this way. For us to know that injustice, but him to experience it and live it is heartbreaking. Don't agree with the wording on the letter. It's very rude. Don't think R. Kelly would. That's Candy, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking about the situation in the letter. I'm talking about the situation. The treatment, the that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about whether or not you guys believe the letter is real or not. If you don't have an input on that part, I understand. From what I'm getting, from what I'm getting from the letter is that he is getting out no matter how they want it to spin it, and many overlook in his case and many violation to count. Amen. Yeah, I agree, Bree. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about whether you guys believe it and what's the format. I'm talking about the treatment. The treatment. Can you believe that somebody of his stature? I know in jail everybody's the same and all that, but this is even before he even actually got convicted. Can you believe that the way they treated him? You know, and I'm not trying to it's just sad. It's really sad. And you know some of the stuff that is being said, you can hear and see from the outside what actually happened. Okay, for example, I'm gonna use some example, and even that lady Jocelyn talked about her treatment in there. She even talked about the terrible treatment in it. It's just that these people are people who have voices that, well, now they don't have voices, but they have people on the outside that is spreading what's happening to them. So you can imagine a regular person in jail, the kind of treatment that they're receiving. Jail does not mean that you're not human. These are people human. And there are people who are in there who didn't do the things that they're being that they were convicted of. And you have heard a lot of people that came out of jail who had their cases overturned. DNA showed they were not the guilty party and all that kind of stuff, but they were all treated badly. So there has to be some sort of reform in these jails, because they're getting slave labor. Period. You know, and you shouldn't treat human beings like that. And I know some people feel there's some people are scum of the earth, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But for what they did, I mean, no human being should be placed in a shoe for 70 something days like that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Seriously. And now how his mental capacity is just like discombobulated. That's why I feel that he is like yelling out. It's like the worst that he can get. It's, people like saying, "Oh, why is he writing these letters and all that?" Why not? Why not? Why not? Good morning. Good morning, Tiff. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning. I didn't say good morning to you, Amber, did I? He says, "I just can't believe that they let." Hold on. Can't believe he was let down in this fashion. His early on attorneys failed him tremendously. I put it in that situation. Animals are treated better. It's horrible. Thank God the UK is nowhere near that bad. Let's see. Okay. Everybody else is saying good morning. Um, I'm glad he's speaking out. I don't care. I don't care who's reading it. I don't care what format it's done. I'm glad he is being showed how he's being treated. And I know some people probably happy that he's being treated that way. I'm not. I'm not. I will never be happy for any human being to be treated that kind of way. If you don't speak or write, something will go crazy. You'll go crazy. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I think a lot of people are caught up in their feelings of whether or not the letter is real. Guys, here's the realness. He is in jail. Here's the other realness. He was convicted and they didn't have any evidence. That you can bet your bottom dollars on that because we have seen it happen. Here's the other realness. They did things secretly. Good morning, forensic tech guy. They did things secretly. And you guys want some fashion format and some way to that's way for him to say what he needs to say. I say let it out. No, no, no. I'm not. No, 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 no. Candy, I'm not. It's nothing towards you. I promise you, because you're just only one. But there are a lot of people who has these thoughts of a certain format that Robert should be saying this, or his lawyers should be saying. Who to say he didn't ask those lawyers to say something? I'm talking about before his conviction. Who to say that he didn't ask that to be done? Who to say? As you can recall, one lawyer did say some things. That was Nicole. She did say some things when the guy beat him up, right? But everybody else brushed it off. Thank you, Red Bunny. Everybody else brushed it off. Um, I believe that Robert was yelling. I tell people this. I believe that. I believe that. But people are so caught up in like it's not possible for it to happen to him because he's a superstar that they just brushed over some of the stuff that was being said. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I see is happening. There is a rally on Wednesday in Central Park in New York, 11:15, about the wrong conviction. It would be nice if some RK supporters can attend. Central Park 5 will be there. Man, I wish I could attend. Oh man, I would. Oh, I wish I could be there. I wish I could, but I can't. But those that are in New York, can you guys try to make it over there? It's at 11:15 at Central Park. Guys, if you're in New York, please try to make that. I know it's a last minute information. Sorry, last minute information. If you're in New York, can you try to please be there? I'm just a little bit like I want to give a shout out to Choke. I want to give a shout out to him, and I just want to continue to keep him in my prayer because this stuff is hard, and he didn't ask to be in his, but um, some kind of way God allowed him to pick up that baton. And so I pray that he does not give up and don't get discouraged at all this stuff that's being thrown at him. the negativity. I just pray that he stays strong because I know this fight is hard. I can't empathize with him because I've been in there because my name is constantly called all the time for stuff that I have nothing to do with, right? But because I've been steadfast and unmovable, days I just have to retreat and replenish. But this fight is freaking so freaking hard. It's so many demonic spirit that is attached to this case. It's really, really sad. So that's why I'm praying that God continue to strengthen that man. And anybody who's out there, if you could give him some encouraging word, please continue because the fight is hard. Um, it is hard. I'm telling you, it's hard. There are days that you just like want to say, F it, just stop. You just want to just stop because all of the negativity and the hatred that comes along with fighting in this sector. It's so much negativity. And this man, remember, he was on the other side of this. He saw the truth and he wants to bring it out. But for the attacks that are coming on him, left and right trust me, I can empathize. That's why I can relate to him. I can relate to what he's going through. So I'm asking every single one of y'all, whether or not you believe the letter is real or not, this man has made a decision to continue to fight for Robert Sylvester Kelly. So I'm asking you, I'm soliciting real prayer warriors, people who really, 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 really is sincere about helping Robert, sincere about helping Robert. Because some of you guys, I think a lot of you guys are plants that was planted by the government, by the other side, that's just faking to be an R. Kelly supporter, and you really are not. And I'm not, I don't know who it is, but there's a lot of fake people in here. They're fake, they're not part of the real fight at all. Mm-mm. Because some of the way these people are, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But I definitely sincerely pray for him hard. I pray that he will stay strengthened and not give up. Because if he gives up, we got to start over again, y'all. We got to start over again. And that's the sad part about it. This man did not ask to be part of this. They sought him out. And he went through, he researched himself and he found answers. But every time it turned around, someone is basically trying to sabotage something for Robert. And it's really sad that human beings could have so much evilness inside of them. Where is the love? Where is the love? It's really, really sad. That's why I definitely add him to my prayer all the time because he needs it. He doesn't have an entourage of people supporting what he's doing. All the people in the industry, he's been fighting tooth and nail trying to get these people to listen, to hear. And these so-called supporters of R. Kelly, the ones who've been acting like, you could tell there's no real true supporters out there. Even in all the marches we've been through, you see like the highest number I remember anybody having in any march is like 70 people. Not because they can't be there, it's because they are really not for the fight. And they're more concerned of what people would think. They're silent behind the screen. And there are people who legitimately can't be out there, and I understand those. But I'm talking about all these extra, like when I was doing the court thing, right? The channels, the number of people that was viewing. There was one day I had like 1,200 people watching on my live, right? When we were doing the reading, the transcript, as well as the when Dottie was doing the court, what do you call it? Just reporting from the court. There was so many people in the chats. And then now that he's been convicted, you don't see many people in the chat trying to get information, you see, that's why I said I believe there's plans. People who are really not there to fight for this man. And I understand this fight's not for everybody. I understand that this is something that's not glamorous, but as I was reading that case the other day, and the one that I shared with you guys about the McMartin uh, child abuse molestation case, and I went and researched more on the owners. One of the male, the guy, his life got so tore down that he had to change his name, and he's in law now. He's in the Northeast somewhere. He's around here somewhere. He's probably one of these lawyers that you know nothing about. I wish I knew who he was, because then I would ask him, can he get on board? Because he knows how it feels for someone to accuse you of something that you did not do. How they will plant stuff, and how they will um, hire people to do stuff and manipulate a testimony, change things around. Because he's been there. He knows. He can empathize with what Robert is going through. But he changed his name, so I don't know what his name is. I'm hoping that, some kind of way God will just allow him to see some of these videos and things like that, so he can reach out. If you're out there, sir, reach out to me in some kind of way if you can help Robert some kind of way, because you know the games that the government played and how they can change stories and have people to lie and all this kind of stuff. But I believe God is on the throne. I believe that he's going to see Robert through. But we just have to keep the faith and have to keep working at it. We have to keep spreading the word. And that's why I thank God for Choke sitting there reading those letters, sitting there reading those letters and getting the word out. And I ask real supporters to pray for this man. Hold him up. Support him. Truly support him. Not talk about him. Ignore the negativity, because obviously there's something that these people are mad about, that they're coming attacking him. They don't want the word out. They want Choke to be distracted. So you guys, you gotta pray for Choke. You gotta pray for him. And he's human. He's a human being. When somebody attacks you, you want to attack back. He's not doing anything. You never see him starting any trouble with anybody. You never see me start any trouble with anybody. And when they come at you, you ignore them, and then finally you just like get tired of it. You go back, you cuss them out and all that, and then you look like a big bad guy when you protecting yourself, when you defending yourself. You look like the bad guy. You can't win. You can't win. It's just it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I just pray that God continue to strengthen him, and I'm asking you guys to pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for Choke. As you pray for Robert, pray for Choke. That, we pray that God bring workers into the vineyard to help Robert. And when he brings them, the attack has been so fierce, And that's why I know that God has allowed Choke to be here, and his willingness, and he is a willing vessel. So God uses anybody. Ask yourself, why some bloggers fight tooth and nails to debunk Choke and letters? It's clear they don't want the truth to come out, especially about his human right being violated. Mm-hmm. The interesting thing is when Robert talked about how in the letter that the judge had ruled for him to get the information. Until this day, he still has not received it. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's really hard. That all the information, and they had his, y'all, it's sad. And it is true. If he had child pornography and all this stuff in those phones and tablet that would have been brought out in the trial. And I was there. Those things were not brought out. Those things were not, I repeat, those things were not brought out in the trial. Because they don't have it. They didn't have that stuff. They didn't have it. Not only him, pray for all black men because this attack is Shirley, I know we need to pray for all black men, but I'm praying one at a time right now. My focus right now is Robert. Yeah, we need to pray for a whole all black men, but right now my focus is on Robert. Robert's situation is what I know. I'm doing one thing at a time right now because I know if Robert benefits, other black men is going to benefit from it. It's like a domino effect where one hits, all of them are going to get a benefit from it. And I do understand what you're saying. My question is, why haven't his attorney filed a motion or sent a letter to the judge complaining about his property not being released? You're talking about the new attorney forensic? I know they're focusing on the motion right now. And the motion probably gonna have all of that in there. We just have to wait to see what Jennifer is putting in. Because I'm telling you, Jennifer's coming out the box. And then I asked you guys to pray for her too. I asked you guys to pray for her. Good morning, Susan. Good morning. Yeah, I get that, Krista Gregory. For some strange reason, they keep coming out with these little fake get Krista Gregory. Chat no, I just get that. I'm talking about his lawyers. Oh, you talking about his current lawyers? You know, you talking about like Kanik and stuff? I think Kanik is still is working with what's the name with that. But I don't think that the judge is hearing those type of things. I don't know. I really don't know how that works. Maybe I should ask maybe I should bring Peter. I mean not Peter. Patrick back and ask him about that kind of stuff. Because I really don't know how that works. I really don't know. I really don't know how that works. But I know Chicago case. I don't. I don't know. I can't. Forensic tech. I don't know. Hey, Demetra. I don't know. I don't know. If the judge ordered his property to be released, his attorney should follow up in getting it released. Good morning, Unique Thought. Uh, it only takes a simple motion complaint letter to the judge. I gotta find that motion when the judge asked for his stuff to be released. I know the what's her name was back in March. I'm talking about the discovery back in March, but as far as his item to be released, I don't recall seeing that, but I have to check. Thank you, Unique Thoughts. I have to check. But it had to be before, okay. It had to be, I, okay, I have to go back because I don't want to over talk about it. I have to go back. I have to go back and check. Wish he wasn't too nice and gullible. He probably has the property by now. The letters were wrote over time. Yeah, I have to check. The prosecution will not release his property unless they are forced or threatened with sanctions by the court. I'm referring to his personal property. Um, I don't even think there was some. I have not. I'm sorry, but I didn't see any kind of order from the judge on the personal property. I know there was an order for the for the discovery, but I don't recall seeing any. I might be wrong, but I don't recall seeing any motion. I mean, any order for his personal property to be returned. I don't remember that at all. If somebody's seen it, may please let me know because I didn't see it at all. Have they released the discovery for Chicago case? Simply, Erica, I know there was a motion placed on that, but I don't know if they got it all. I don't know. The judge put in a motion to cover themselves, but still don't happen. That's why they don't go back and complain about it again. Yeah, because she was doing a lot of covering. Sister said, "You look smart with the haircut." That's what my husband always say. Smart. I'm like, did I look dumb before? But I know smart. I know what he meant by smart. It looks nice. Nice is his word for smart. Riley said, I'm referring to the items that he had in his possession when they was snatched. Oh, all that was returned, but the iPads were not. Wait a minute. Because the dog was returned. Okay, I just got the notice. It says, "Hey Sylvia, I just wanted to share in case you can post this on your community chat and detailed information on New York support. Can New York supporters can go? Okay. Wear a t-shirt and bring signs. Thanks. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna share this. This is what was sent to me. I'm gonna post it on my channel. It says New Yorkers challenging wrong conviction on December 15th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's gonna be in West 110th, which is Central Park between Fifth Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. Entrance to the park from the 31st to 30 West 33rd, 110th Street. The letter Chuck Lisa said they were not returned. Candy, I can't go, Candy. It's last minute. Sylvia, I email you the information about the rally. Yeah, I got it, Amber. I just read it. I'm gonna post it to my community. I'm gonna post it to my community in a minute. Who has Robert's dog? Azriel. Native as forensic tech. They just played dirty, accused him of relationship with the attorney, which is his personal life. Oh, I'm getting a headache. All right, let's do these mantras. Getting a little bit to this. Let me see if I got my downloaded on this. Just bear with me a second. Sorry, y'all. That's why I don't like talking about this stuff when it's my exercise time, because it gets me in that space, and I just have to woosah out of this space. And I can't, and I'm the type of person who can't hide this stuff on my face. So, just bear for a second. Hold on. Hold on a second and download it. Hold on, y'all. Let me go in this thing, get this password. Hold on. All right, guys, here we go. We're gonna do a mantra. There it is. I don't know where it is. All right, there's only one. The only thing I don't get the letters shout out to. Larry said. All right, y'all, let's go. Let's play these mantras. We were at 30. Here we go. I'm gonna do these mantras. Get my pen so we could do the rest. Get my water. That was good. Tastes like cake. All right, here we go. The nachos. You ready, guys? Let me mute this for a second. Hold on.
I am worthy of living luxuriously. I am worthy of living luxuriously. I am worthy of my biggest dreams.
I am worthy of living my biggest dreams.
I am worthy of my biggest dreams.
I am worthy of my biggest dreams. Are you guys saying it with me? Make the broth. So you want me to make the broth? Okay, Candy, I'll make the broth. Make the broth. It feels like you said, oh, you made the broth, or you make, or to make the broth. Let's MD. Okay.
I am worthy of being seen.
I am worthy of being seen. Gotta say it twice, y'all.
I am worthy of being seen.
I am worthy of being seen.
I am worthy of being celebrated.
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 I am worthy of everything that is good in this life.
I am worthy of everything that is good in this life.
I am worthy of everything that is good in this life.
I am worthy of everything that is good in this life. We're doing an affirmation, guys. That's what we're doing. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's continue.
I am worthy as I am.
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 I never make excuses.
I never make excuses.
I never make excuses.
I never make excuses.
I take full responsibility for my life.
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 I am in control of my thoughts.
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 I am in control of my words.
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 I am in the driver's seat of my life.
I am in the driver's seat of my life.
I am in the driver's seat of my life.
I am in the driver's seat of my life. Okay. Okay. Since you guys are not into it right now, I'm trying to read because I see y'all talking about other things. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here because everybody's in a different playing field here. Hold on. This is stressing you out. Didn't the dog go to Larry at first? I know where this is down by the tone. That is the only thing I don't get is the letters, the shout out to Ass Rat. Unless he didn't know that she flipped at the time. Larry said he have a dog of his own. But I don't know. Demetrius Amber right. He just referred her, especially the HLS agent video. Sylvia make the broth. Sylvia make the broth. It feels like you've had a meal. Yes, I am in MD office repeating. You done so well. I put a lot of herbs and spices and think it needs to try it. You need to try it, sweetheart. Okay, I'll try it. Candy. Queen Diva, I believe there would have been a case if it wasn't for her. That's why Larry worked hard flipping her. They needed her to get it to stick. That's so why shot her out. Okay. 100, 100, Amber 100. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, K. Nicole. Good morning, Ivan. Tweety, it says, hey, Sylvia. It's really confusing and stressful. More that the letter come out. How do we know RSK is okay? How do we know if the letter reading is derived to make us believers? Okay. Candy, at Candy, maybe I'm missing the content. It sounds like RK was shouting her out in a letter, which doesn't make sense. Well, remember, Amber, Robert is a forgiving man. Tweety Pie said it's on my heart heavy and something doesn't seem right. Bonji Canic, why haven't anyone spoken of Eric's case since the trial? No professional has spoken on it as well, his well-being. Tweety, because he is now considered a convict, so there's protocol they have to take, and that's why we out here we need to spread the word and do the marches and all that, because It's so much that the attorney could do at this present moment other than put motions in, and there's a time frame and a protocol for all that. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion. May not be right, but I'm just giving you my opinion. Amber Renee, doesn't shout, he didn't shout her out. He spoke about her. He gave her, but he gave her any praise. Sorry, Sylvia, I'm listening 100. At Amber Renee, still lost who shouted her out. Amber Renee, he didn't shout her out. As out, he spoke about her. He never gave her any praise, not like Joy. Amber RK did not shout, I guess it meant shout her out in the letter. It was just speaking facts. Okay, Amber Renee, no, he didn't. He stated that she, along with Joycelyn, were met by HLS and Asriel cussed them out. Shout, okay. Sorry, Miss Sylvia, it's okay. Sweetie Pie, thanks, Sylvia. Your common voice is everything. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. Um, guys, I was trying to get you guys back into settling space and not letting this negativity get to y'all. Because let me tell you something. When you're not centered and you're not focused, you'll be running all over the place. So I was trying to get us back to that affirmation, believing what the word said. We could do all things through Christ. So we have to get I've submit. We can't be all over the place. We can't be all over the place. What it didn't work the last time. So we have to group together and get it going the right way. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm a say something to you guys. What is our job out here as supporters? What does it mean to you to be a supporter? Not a fan, I'm talking about a supporter. Because there's nothing to be a fan about right now. What does it mean to you to be a supporter? What does it mean to you to be a supporter at this present time while Mr. Kelly has been convicted? What do you believe in your mind is your job as a supporter? Not everybody speak once because I see none of you guys typing it up. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. Amber, sorry, Sylvia, I'll leave it alone. It's not important. The big picture. Come on, we get some answers from you guys. We try to get the truth out. Thank you, Henny. Anybody else? What do you feel is your position? What do you feel in your hearts of heart is your position as a supporter? Right? Encouraging words, RSK. Okay, thank you, Fair. Just what do you feel is your position as a supporter? Because we need to regroup ourselves and get the job done. And I know some people say, let the lawyers do their job, pray for him and send him prayers. Okay. Write encouraging letters, okay. There are some people say, let the lawyers do their job and not do anything. And we're not talking about the legal side. And support R. Kelly financially and emotionally. How do you, okay. Renee says to prove that he was wrongfully convicted and needs to be vindicated, share the truth as supporters, okay? Support should unite for one cause and get the truth out and have all this drama organized, marches. I guess you said, trying to say marches, okay? Try to get to the media, okay? Stay positive, stay away from the negative, okay? Keep encouraging, keep fighting, okay? Shell, Amber, Henny Hen, try to protect them in any possible way. Okay. All right. Now, I can only pray, trust, and believe the Lord. Okay. Raise awareness to the injustice in this case. Okay. Try to protect. Okay. All right. Better regroup. Okay. Now, I have 49 people in this chat. And I know 49 is not my true numbers. I would say I got about 20 really strong supporters in here. That's what I'm gonna say, because the other 29, I say the other 29 is not really here to support. They're here to distract. Okay. Got it. All you need is a few good men, a few good women. That's all you need. You don't need too many to get the job done. We all have a purpose. Robert's case and situation is not brought to our attention for no reason. Okay. There is something that God wants every individual that is in here to do. And we're not in competition with each other. It's not to get any recognition from Mr. Kelly. It is to get the job done. Okay? Definitely awareness is definitely needs to be spreaded. We got to get off our butt. Not literally off your butt, but get off that mindset of sitting back and just watching this happen. Because we did it already. We have done it. We sat back, we faked the funk, and now we are faced with the reality that this man has been convicted when we could have been spreading the word out, convincing the world what we already know. Okay. Even though we did not have all the details to what we know, we are finally getting some detail of what is occurring, has occurred throughout this whole process, right? I still believe that the work is not complete. I still believe that there's much work for us to do. Okay. The letters are being put out, right? Information in the letter is being given to you guys. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Are you just going to sit here, listen to it like it's a bedtime story? Or are you going to take action? Are you going to spread it? What are you individually going to do about it? Are you going to continue to sit behind this YouTube and be entertained? Or are you going to be a true supporter and get the word out? me some answers. Because I don't think someone in jail telling you what's going on with them is entertainment. I don't. And it's just not for you to feel sorry. This is a time when you need to pray harder. This is a time for you to take action. This is his real life that's happening. Pinch yourself. This is real life. You can't just sit and feel sorry for him. This feeling sorry is not going to change the situation. I'm gonna say something that's gonna blow some of you guys' mind, and you're just gonna be thinking, okay, what the heck is wrong with her? Did she lose her freaking mind? And so be it. I probably y'all can go ahead and say Sylvia did it again. Go ahead, say it. But I'm about to say something that is going to be like, is she crazy? Mm. Okay, I'm gonna say. Take a look at Mr. Dubowski or Christopher Gunn. Take a look at him. When he gets on Choke No Joke platform, that dude is a different person. He put away the childish things and he focuses on what the true thing is about. It's amazing that on his platform, all the cray stuff happens, but when he gets on Choke No Joke platform, he's a straight. He's the guy that most of you guys kind of gravitated to in the beginning. Why can't we all get to that point of not seeing this as entertainment, but seeing this as a charge for us to get something done? Time out for all this extra stuff. And we already know, guys, we already know there are some people who really not in this to support Robert. We know that. We can't focus on those anymore. We can't, because the more we waste time, the more we sit around and for entertainment, the worse it gets for this man. The worse it gets for this man. That means we just got to get it out. We got to get it out. We got to get it out. And we can't focus on how many people that's not doing it. It could only, it just takes a few serious people, a few serious individuals who really wants to get this work done. And along the way, others will catch on. But we got to get to that point where we have to do something. I'm asking you, those who have platforms, those who have different social media, I'm asking you to spread the word. I'm asking you to do something. I'm pleading with you to do something. And I know there are prayer warriors out there who have been praying for Robert. And I thank you, prayer warriors, for staying on that post. Who have been diligent and unwavering. Somebody who can get out there to that march in New York. Please, 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 please get there to represent. Please get there to represent. Please get there to represent. I beg you to get there and represent. Those who's in close proximity to that march, because I believe there's somebody whose eyes could be open. Who can get out there. The location, hold on a second. Hold on. 313, I can tell you the location. I mean, every state have a local channel. You can start their own platform in any subject. Every state have a local community channel where you can start your own platform in any subject. You need to organize and give people to make plans. We really need to push the petition. Who can make it over there? I can't do it because that's Dallas's graduation day. I can't go because she graduated that day. If I could, I would, but I still have to make sure my baby. I would, but because I have to do my family. It's my baby's graduation. If it wasn't any other day, I would say, "Hey, I'll go, guys." But it's her graduation. I can't do that, and she's graduating from college. I can't do that to her. So I wish I could, but I have to be here for my baby's graduation. Oh, so I would have been one of the first. I would have been one of the first. But like, I'm going. I'll drive up. No matter what it takes, I'll be there. But I know my responsibilities here, so I can't go. But if those who are in Harlem and Manhattan, in New York, could make it there, please be there. The Central Five were pictures together. If you guys can make it over there on Wednesday, trust me, I wish I could be there. Hey, Stat, I wish I could be there. Hey, Kimberly. Okay, let me give you guys the location. Those that are in New York, and I know there are quite a few guys. G. Glow said, what about the black-owned newspaper in every state running an article? Okay, let me give you the address. Hold on. Let me give you the address. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . It says New Yorkers challenging wrong conviction. It's West 110th Central Park North between Fifth Avenue and Malcolm X Boulevard. The entrance of the park is on 31st 33 West 110th Street. Did you get it? 313. New Yorkers challenge wrongful conviction, and it's December 15th at 11 a.m., which my daughter's graduation is December 15th at 11 a.m. Hey, Rachel, if anyone has connection, use them, please. Like 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours for you. Anybody, come on now, New Yorkers. Where the New Yorkers at? Who's in New York? Who's in New York? Where are the New Yorkers at? You in New Jersey, Queen Diva? You think you could make it over there? Come on, we got a lot of New Yorkers. Who's hosting the protest? I don't know, but it's a central. It's a rally. Um, Innocence Project is doing it. Innocence Project is hosting it. They're doing the wrongful conviction rally press conference at Central Park. Oh my gosh, y'all. Come on, y'all. Please, somebody get over there. Oh my God. I need somebody to go. Can somebody go? This is an opportunity for us to be there. I wonder if Joe could go. He be traveling all over the place. I wonder if he could make it there. Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing my workout. You probably don't know about it. Well, there's an opportunity to get out there where the Innocent Project is. If anybody could get out there, anybody could get out there to that march. Okay, you make some calls. Okay. Hold on, let me forward this to hold on, I'm forwarding it to Choke email. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I just forwarded to Choke's email. Good morning, Mr. 444. We miss you. You haven't been around anymore. You haven't been around us. What's been happening? We miss you in here. My eyes itching. The iPhone 13 on back order. My phone is messed up. Why don't you just get an old previous one? Senator Mari will be there as well. Good morning, Laquita. You on your break? We're trying to get the word out. We're trying to get awareness, people to be aware of what's happening with Robert's situation. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be supporters. We're gonna support him. We're gonna help. Oh, you cracked your screen. Wow. Heck, sorry about that. Marty Tankler. Who's that? You guys putting down New Yorkers, folks. I don't know some of these people. I'm a Southern girl now. Hey, Gucci. Good morning. Oh, he's an attorney. Okay. Um. Somebody get that Alicia person. Delete them, please. The spammer person. Get them. I'm trying to. Let me put the link in because I don't know if you guys want to come and talk to me, but I feel funny. I feel like I'm talking to myself. All right, here's the link. I forgot I have to put it in. Here's the link for you guys to come in. You guys see the link? Oh, this thing is sticking me. Pocket sticking me. So big. My head looked like a little peanut head. A little peanut head. Let us know. I just emailed it. Yeah, it would be great. But I mean, Kate Cole, it is a last minute thing, so not everybody could just pick up and go like that. Because life is going on. Lucretia said, have a great day. Yeah, have a good one too. Going back to work. Have a good one. So, mm, hey Gary,
Hey, there you go, Miss Sylvia. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm a little angry that I came down to my cardiologist office. They're gonna tell me my appointment ain't to the 31st of January. So I'm a little
Oh,
warm there now.
oh
Then my
wow.
phone been messing up, so I guess instead I had a call, I checked on it and it was you. And I had never called in live before.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, yeah,
I
glad
didn't
to
know
be
you was
on.
in the chat. Welcome.
Yeah, I've been on your calls ever since starting with R. Kelly.
Oh,
You
really?
know,
Thank you for being supportive.
yeah, yeah. And but my phone's been messing up. A lot of other people's phones, even with different networks, their phones are messing up. They're screwing up some kind of way. And
Uh-huh.
this is really a mess up because I just opened my phone to try to call somebody, and then this popped up, then something else popped up, but I knew it was from you. So I hung
Okay.
on in there. Yeah, now I got you.
Oh, okay.
So
Thank you.
yeah, what we talking about today?
We were talking about what do you as a supporter see yourself doing in order to help spread what's happening to Robert Sylvester Kelly?
What would I do?
What do you plan on doing as a supporter?
Yeah, the support of what I plan on doing.
Yeah. What does supporter being
That
a supporter means to you?
yeah, this there's more evidence I like to find out about.
Mhm.
I got a I got a a fake uncle that was on the police force, New York City police force, and they wanted him to take over to be the head man,
Mhm.
and he turned it down. He said he had a nightmare the night before he's supposed to give him his decision.
Mhm.
He said he had a nightmare that his son and daughter was busted in the it was busted in the drug raid on the front page of the Daily News.
Mhm.
So he went and told them people, "No, I'm not gonna be able to take that." He went ahead and retired and moved out to Nevada.
Oh wow.
So I've been getting some ins and outs from him,
So what did he
and for
say? What
something
did
like
he say?
he's up in the air about it. He's sitting on the fence on it because he has seen like I have been. I've been arrested 4 times, put on Rikers Island and house of detention for men, and facing 25 years of life, all for things that I never did.
Wow.
Never did. Now, I ain't saying I'm no angel. I did some stuff, but
Mhm.
they didn't catch me doing nothing. But I know one man, the man I was facing 25 years of life, supposed
Mhm.
been sticking him up on Westchester Avenue, and
Mhm.
I didn't remember where I was because they busted me in the bed about 2 months later, and I don't remember where I was, but my old lady and my mother knew because she
Mhm.
had called and had stopped by to make sure my brother was on, and he was on the phone with her then. That was
Mhm.
like 3:20. The robbery happened at 3:30. She told
Wow.
him to tell me to stay there. As a matter of fact, she got on the phone with me to tell me to stay there till she get home. She got some talk for me, you know. And I
Mhm.
said, well, Ma, how long you gonna be? Because I got today's Stephanie's birthday. I got to get to the drugstore buy a birthday card. So that stuck out, and then the conversation we had later on stuck out. And I didn't leave
Mhm.
her house till like 5:30. So that's the only reason that they try to help me. And in New York, if you go to court and the prosecution is not ready with
Mhm.
their case for the
Mhm.
hearing or whatever, you can ask for a bail reduction. And because my family had that kind of money, whether they believe me or not,
Mhm.
uh, $250,000 was the bail, so that was $25,000 cash.
Wow.
So my family ain't had that type of money. So each time we went to court 4 times, and each time I was able to ask for a bail reduction. So they got it down where we can get up enough money to get me out. And that
Mhm.
man told me, because they had been to court and they saw the man when he had came, when they
Mhm.
say they didn't have me there. So they left me on Rikers Island. I must have missed the bus. So uh, I stayed in the Bronx House of Detention for men for like 35 days before they can get me out on bail.
Mhm.
And the police put me, prior to that, they put me on what they call a lineup. They put me in it was an interrogation room because I've been in one. Ain't nothing but a wooden table in there and some chairs, but this one didn't have no chairs in it. And it had that big mirror on the wall, that one-way mirror. You look at the mirror and they looking at you, but you can't see them.
Mhm.
But after they had me turn left and right. Oh, the other 3 guys on the lineup, they was all black detectives. All they did was take their guns and stuff off. They was in plain clothes.
Oh, so
And
they fixed it. Okay.
yeah, yeah, you see how dirty they are? And then they're gonna tell me that so I was the last one to leave out the room. I said, "You see, y'all got the wrong man now. But get me out of bed 8:30 on a Sunday morning, walking me through the neighborhood." And he said, "Oh no, you've been positively identified." I said,
What?
"What? Positively identified?" And not only did I not know anything about it happening, I didn't even know they had a Singer sewing machine store on Westchester Avenue.
Mhm.
And if I was to stick up something, it wouldn't be on the main drag where everybody in Soundview Project coming back and forth going to work. Everybody that live in there take the train or take that bus, and they would see me going in and out that store. I ain't that
Mhm.
crazy, you know.
So do
But
you
then
live
they
in New
said,
York? Do you live in New York right now?
huh?
Do you live in New York right now?
Now?
Yeah.
Heck no. I left in 74.
Okay.
That happened in that happened in 72.
Okay.
And the man, I'm gonna tell you also, they also told me he picked out my picture out of some mugshots
Mm-hmm.
and while he was in the hospital. Okay. That's why he wasn't at court the same time I was there. At least three of the times. He was back in the hospital. So he told me I couldn't stand the suspense anymore. I had a medium afro, I had sideburns, mustache and everything. And by them kept saying he positively identified it. He positively identified it. I figured, well, what if I cut my hair down, shave this beard off, shave the mustache off? Because you know how they say all black people look alike to them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to cut all that hair off. There's something inside of me. I don't know if it was the spirit or what, but when they say don't go against your first feeling,
Mm-hmm.
they mean that stuff. I mean, that's every time I went against my first feeling, something happened wrong. But this
Mm-hmm.
time I fought it. I fought it off. I fought it off. I wouldn't cut the hair. And so they saw the man when he came there for second call. Now, if he ain't there by third call, then they could put out a bench warrant on either one of us that's not there. So I got up after my mother and my girlfriend point. She said, "That's the man right there." He had to go check in at the church. And then he sat down. Then he got up and went in the hallway. I couldn't take the suspense any longer. I went on. My mother said, "Where you going?" I said, "I can't take this suspense anymore. I'm going to see what this man got to say." So I went out there in the hallway. I waited for him he was in the phone booth. And I waited for him to come out the phone booth. And he came. I said, "Excuse me, sir." He looked up at me. He was short, man. I said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know me?" He said, "No, I don't know you. I don't know you." I said, "Well, I'm the guy they got down here for sticking you up." He said, "Oh, no, you're not the guy. You're not the guy. Number one, you're too tall. Number two, the guy didn't have any hair on his face. It looked like he had never shaved a day in his life, you know? So he was shorter than me. He had no kind of hair on his head. He kept his head well, I found out years later who it was. Uh, and I told him what they told me. He said, "You need to leave New York. They trying to put you under the jail, you know?" I said, "Well, what about the picture that you picked out?" He said they kept pushing a picture to him. They had like 6 pictures on the thing. And back then it was Polaroid pictures, black and white. And he said they kept pushing this one picture to me. One picture. He said, "You sure you don't see him? You sure you don't see him?" And every time they said something, they pushed my picture closer to him. And he said, "I told him, if this is the man that you trying to push this picture to, that's not the guy. Because the guy don't have any hair on his face at all, you know? And he's down here 6'1". This man was 5 something. So they didn't take that, you know? And then I said, "Well, what about," I asked the man, I said, "Well, what about the lineup in the precinct?" He said, "Lineup? I've never been to a lineup in my life." I said, "Oh," so I told him about the so-called lineup they put me on. That's when he said, "Man, you need to leave New York. They trying to put you under the jail." I said, so I held on to 74 and I got on out there.
So what happened
Moved
at
south and I,
court at that place at that time? What happened in court? Did they just let you go?
yeah, they dismissed me. They had me sign a paper though that I wouldn't sue them. Now,
Oh,
ever since then, I thought about it. Yeah, yellow piece of paper. You sign this thing and you're free to go. You know,
well, Pearl just
but
asked.
I didn't.
Pearl just
Huh?
asked. Yes, Pearl asked, what does this have to do with the question I asked you? So that's what Pearl. Pearl wants to know, what does this have to do with the question I asked you?
Oh well, like I said, I'm sitting on the fence on Rob because it can go either way for me. They could be setting them up, or he might have done something. Not everything they said. I can't believe all that, but they might have done something, and they wanted to beef it up, and put him away for good because they
Well, have
wanted it.
you? Can I have a question? I have a question. You said you've been listening to my channel. Did you hear me
Mhm.
reading the transcript?
That's when I started listening to it.
So did you
Then
hear the
then when
transcript?
when
Which one was the
we were just
transcript? Hmm.
yeah, yeah, I was gonna volunteer to talk. I wanted to
So,
be uh yeah, what's his name? You gave him a nickname. What what was one of his lawyers' names? The black guy,
Canic?
Donnelly.
No,
Was that
Canic.
it?
Canic is
Oh,
one of
Canic the
the.
mechanic.
Oh no, that wasn't me that
Yeah.
gave a nickname. I didn't give him a nickname. That
Oh,
wasn't
so
me.
it was a female.
That
I
wasn't
think
me.
it
I
was a
gave him a
female.
nickname. I never gave him a nickname. Are
Oh,
you
but
sure you're
wasn't
in
it
the
a
right
female?
channel? Are
Huh?
you sure? Are you sure you're on the right channel? Because I never gave him a nickname.
Well, I thought you gave him a nickname, but I recognize your voice. I can't see my screen. My phone is messed up. I got to get another phone. I
You
could barely
recognize
see the
my voice?
screen,
You recognize my
but
voice?
I recognize your voice, yeah, and I can
Okay.
see part of your picture.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, I recognize your voice, and you are the infamous Sylvia, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Yeah, you popped on up there. I was trying to call somebody, and I couldn't see the screen good, and you popped on up there, so I stopped. I wanted to see what was going on because I
Oh,
hadn't been on there for a while because the phone kept giving me so much trouble. It was irritating to me. So I'm going while I'm out today. Uh, I'm going to see if I can find me a good phone on a good
okay.
set.
So
You know.
my question to you, you said you're on the fence, okay? What makes you on the fence? I'm trying to, what makes you on the fence?
Oh, the, knowing people as long as I've known and been around the good and the bad, the pro and the con. I'm 71 years old, so I've been around the good, I've been around the bad, and it was just some things with so much stuff they were putting out there. Uh, to me, just like when the younger guys, when I was coming up, the youngest guy I used to hear them saying, "Oh man, the police can't do this. They can't do this. They can't do that." I said, "Listen, fellas, stop saying what they can't do. They're human beings like you are, right? That doesn't mean because they're not supposed to do something. That don't mean they cannot do it. You know. So in everything going for him, I would take that part of what they can do and have done and will do to set a brother up. That's one side of the fence. The other side of the fence is it's a possibility, but to me, they didn't prove it.
So, I mean,
They
you
didn't
saying it's
prove
a
it.
possibility to what? What are you saying a possibility to?
There's a possibility that it could go either way.
No, I'm saying, no,
Is
no,
what
no,
I'm
I'm saying,
saying.
no, I'm saying,
Oh, go ahead.
what do you feel that is a possibility that he could have did? I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, let's put it this way.
Mm.
Let's say he did not do it, but he got found guilty. I
Which is
can I
what
can go
happened.
along, yeah, and I can go along with that happening because I know what personally I know what they did to me. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. They can
Okay.
they can go either way. That man could be guilty. I mean, could be innocent, as possible, and could have enough witnesses as possible. Number one, I found out that like my mother and my girlfriend, they couldn't
Mm,
testify for me. They couldn't testify for me.
okay.
People that could have gave him an alibi at a certain time, they could not testify.
Okay.
So
Somebody
the
asked me
people
a
that could have,
question. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Gary. Someone just asked me a
okay.
question. They told me to ask you, do you believe that Robert was running a criminal enterprise?
Oh
All
no,
right.
oh no,
Okay.
no, no, no. Yeah, that
Okay.
Rico mess. No, see, they
Okay.
were really reaching. They were really reaching. That shows how bad they wanted him.
How do you think they were able to convict him on a RICO? I mean, how?
The
How
way,
can
good.
no, I was saying, how can someone on a jury, unless they're paid? This is what I believe. I believe that the jury was paid off some kind of way, because how can you be a juror and say that they have convinced you that This man was a Rico.
That he was caught up in the RICO Act.
Yes.
Right.
How
Now,
can you
okay.
legitimately be in a jury on a witness? I mean, even it, I'm gonna. This is Sylvia speaking. To me,
Right.
it seems as if the jurors were paid off, and I don't care. I have a right to have my opinion. And I'm going to say
Exactly.
it that way. And I have a right. I'm an American citizen. I have a right to have my opinions, and it's freedom of speech. I, Sylvia Parks Tumasini, believe that the jurors had to been paid off. There's no possible way, because it should have been a hung jury. Had to have been a hung jury.
Yeah.
But how can you
Well,
get
yeah.
everybody to buy in and say this was proven that this is a RICO? There's no possible
I
way.
get.
I'm just going, come on.
Yeah.
Hungry, I
You
would
you want to
accept
know
it.
how they could do that? You wouldn't do it. Okay.
Uh,
Now my answer to that is
uh,
uh, paying off is a possibility, but bigger than that, I would think that they would put fear in the hearts of some of those jurors. They ain't need to do but one, but if they got three, that is never gonna find them not guilty because of the threats that they received on them and their family. I've seen that happen. Just didn't happen to
what?
me. Happened to somebody close to me.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Hi,
See,
Miss
fear.
Sylvia.
Yeah.
Hey, Henny. Henny's on here too,
Hi,
Gary. Hold
Tammy.
on. Good morning.
Okay.
How are you, Henny?
Good, I'm at work. I think he was saying that when we was doing our readings and we had some people, reading as Canic. I think that's what he was saying. We gave him nicknames, but it wasn't a nickname. It was actually a lawyer in the transcript.
No, 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 no,
You
no.
know what I'm
Somebody
talking?
called. What's the name? Did give him a nickname, Canic the Mechanic. Someone did give him a
Yeah,
nickname.
but
Not us.
I think I think he was saying that he was gonna try to join in on the reading one time when we had a lady reading Canic. Is that what you was referring to, sir?
No, yeah, he was referring to that, but then he made a comment saying that I gave Kanik a nickname. I never gave Kanik a nickname.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and that I was mistaken
I
on saying you gave it to him, but I was
Somebody
trying to
else
bring my
did.
memory back to who gave it to him, which wasn't real important at the time. It was just
Yeah.
that the fact we were trying to say, was I on the right channel? And I just was trying
Have
to
you ever? Someone had just asked me to ask you. Have you ever served as a jury? A
never,
juror? Never.
nah, they wouldn't put me on the jury because of my arrest. No
Okay.
convictions, but my arrest.
So they
you
don't
said
put a
your
juror on. That's a rule. If somebody's been arrested, it can't be a juror.
yeah.
That's how it was when I was in New York.
Oh,
If you were that and see what when I moved down here, my cousin he's a cop down here. He dead and gone now, but uh, he said that if they can put fear in the heart of one or two jurors, but it really don't take but one, you know, uh, threaten them, threaten their kids, their mother, their grandmother, and all this stuff. If they come back with a guilty verdict, all those people in their family is gonna be gone away from here. Don't take but one to scare them into doing that. And yeah, who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna stop them? Nobody's gonna stop that person from saying not guilty. And then
wow.
most of the time they writing they're guilty or not guilty on a piece of paper, and they put it in a hat or a little container, and they pass it around the table. So nobody knows who is voting yes or no. So that person is not afraid of the jury finding out, and then uh, letting it know out in the streets when it's all over with. They're anonymous. When you write on that piece of paper, guilty or not guilty with your name, the only person that's supposed to see that is the foreman of the jury. And then when they pass it to the clerk
He
and
does
the
not
clerk
look like
passes it
the
to the judge.
foreman. Somebody
Huh?
say you look like the foreman. He does not look like the foreman. He was funny. Oh
Boy,
my
I'm telling you. And sometimes if they get a juror that is just so tired of sitting there, and you see how many times she had those breaks, 15-minute breaks, 10-minute breaks, and all that. You know, these people they're thinking they're gonna be out of there in a week or two. But they kept giving them these breaks. Now the foreman might be for guilty, right? And every time they count the papers, it's all down there as guilty except one person, and that's the person that wasn't afraid to put no in that basket or that hat. You know, because they
But they
already
didn't have
tell them,
that one
don't be
person because
afraid.
everybody voted. And you know what? The other thing too, I wonder why they didn't ask for everyone to give a count of all the votes. Like they did in the state case with Abraham, what's Aubrey, whatever his name
With
is, Amar.
Rittenhour,
No, Ahmad Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Ahmad Aubrey, when they asked for a count of each juror's vote, and then the judge called each one juror number one, number two, and they gave their vote of what they said. Why didn't they do that in
Right.
the
Right.
state? Why didn't they ask the federal about that? Federal is
Now
very
that
sneaky.
yeah, now that is a question I cannot answer because I do not know what kind of fear they had in them if they had any. You know, I don't know if they was afraid. Sitting back there in that room and say, "I put my vote in, but I'm not gonna say what I voted on. Did I say yes or no? I'm not doing that. I'm telling you now. But we don't know. We don't know what happened in that room. We just don't know what happened in that room. And if we just had one person in there that was scared to death of them asking for each juror to stand up and repeat what they voted on, it could have been that one person that was too scared, thinking that they were going to put them up there to answer that. Because it's up to the judge and the attorney, you know, and the jurors don't know which way they're going to go, and the jurors don't know whether they're going to be called for everybody to say, "Is this your verdict that you voted on?" And they say yes, and go down the whole line of 12. So that they don't know that when they're in the room how it's going to cap off. So it's always a possible thing that they will call it like they did with Rittenhouse, and they stand up and say, I voted guilty. I voted guilty. These people stand up there. They in fear. They in fear for their life.
Yeah. See,
You remember? You
the
remember when?
thing.
You remember when they said? Remember when they said that at one day that they said that they could hear the noise. I think it was about two two or three more days left to go, and they said they heard that noise out in the hallway, and they didn't want anything from the jury to influence them. So he moved them to another jury room. Remember that?
Which one was that? The at in the
At
our
Ross.
Kelly Ross case? Yeah, I remember that. I remember they moved them. Yeah, I remember that. Um,
Right. And
but
so,
but but because we were singing outside and they didn't want to hear all that. Um, I'm still like because after I read that case with the child molestation where they had like 300 counts, y'all. They had 300 counts on those people at that daycare. 300 counts, right? 300.
no,
And
300 count.
how is it that all 300 counts was found not guilty for the lady and the other workers, right? And then the
Uh huh.
guy, he and these were little children now, right? And
Uh huh.
the guy, he went to trial 2 times. And the jury,
Mhm.
there was 2 jurors. Everybody else felt
Mhm.
that they weren't guilty, but 2 jurors held on, and they had mistrial twice, and then they decided not to come back with it, and they just dropped everything. So how in the
Right.
world did you come up with a guilty verdict with all 12 jurors on Robert's case with so many inconsistency on the
Mm-hmm.
defendants giving their testimony. You see the lies, see the changes. How in the world? How in the world did all 12 jurors come out guilty? Guys, come on. Please, somebody explain to me. Explain to me.
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you in one word. Fear. Fear.
Fear what?
If you fear for, if you, if somebody threatens your mother, your father, your auntie, your daughter, your kid, your child, if they come out there with a guilty verdict, we're going after your family. We're going after your family, and we're
Wait,
gonna
wait, wait,
get
wait,
it.
hold on. They might have got jurors that owe something on their taxes or lied on their taxes and say, oh, I'll come back and get you. If your tax return or this happened, we'll come back and get you. That could be it too, y'all. Because remember, this is the government.
Oh yes, they've got more than one way. They've got more than one way. Now, just like
And you're
say
right.
I was
Fear
a
would
jury.
be it, the factor.
Yeah, yeah. Now, think about this with my case facing the highest time, which was an A felony, which was 25 to life. Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what if they all got together that the police wanted me so bad, right,
Mm-hmm.
that they concocted this story that we know where he lived, we know where he was working at, we know where his parents live, this and that and other, and we know where all y'all live. You know. Now we're telling you, this man did this. This is all him and his boys do. We call them stick up. We used to call them stick up kids. This is what they say out of their mouth. We used to call them stick up kids, and now we call them stick up artists. They've been doing this so long they become artists after art. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's it's crazy, you know. And common sense, you would think that they could not do it, but you must understand they still have arms, legs, tongue, mouth, just like you. And there's nothing from saying what they want to say, even if they muzzle their mouth afterwards. When those words come out their mouth, it's like just like when the defense or the prosecuting attorney says something, asks a question, or even give a speech when it's supposed to be a question, right? Uh, a statement instead of being a question. And then by the time the district attorney objects, and the time that the judge say sustain, right? You've got the words in there for the jury to hear that you wanted them to hear. And that's after you hear them. Okay, Your Honor, I'll rephrase that. But they already heard what you wanted them to hear. What they wanted you to hear. Was there blood on the axe when you took it out of his hand? Yes, it was. Was there blood on the shirt? Yes, it was. So, Your Honor, objection. He can't say this and that and no, but it's already said. So they call
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
ringing the bell that cannot be unrung. You can't unhear that. You know, they tell you don't pay attention to none of that. I
Yeah.
objected to it. That's not part of the evidence. But
Yeah.
you got ears and you got a brain. It's not going to cross it out of what you heard. You see what I'm saying? They cannot unring that bell.
Yeah.
And no, that's not fair. But you cannot say they can't do it.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what ticks me off is every time they do that, could be throwing off a jury one way or another. They should be locked up. And it shouldn't be no 5 days or 10 days. You know, give them 60 days. Because then, if you notice, when the judge says, "All right, Miss So and So, one more time, and I'm gonna hold you in contempt, hold you over the night, over you 2 nights or whatever like that," right? And then they get, sorry, Jan, I'm sorry, Jan. I'm sorry, and they go on, and then they end up doing it again. Now the jury is hearing what he is not supposed to say. He has to come at it with a question, and that question has to have some foundation for him to even bring it up.
Yeah.
But once he did, those people they heard it. and they
Yeah,
can't
no,
unhear it.
yeah, you can't take, yeah.
Hmm. Oh yeah, there's a lot of tricks to the trade. Yeah, I started to take law at John Jay College of Law up there in the Bronx, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a thing. Back to your original question, I can't make a solid, I can't make a solid opinion right now. I can't. I just can't make a solid opinion.
A solid opinion to as a supporter? Do you remember my
Oh no,
question? Gary, do you
yeah,
remember my question? I don't think you
yes,
remember
you
my
want to know.
question.
You yeah, you
What
wanted to
is
know
my
was I
question,
for him or
Gary?
against him? You asked me was I for him or against him?
No, that's not what I asked. My first
That's not the
question
words
was,
that you use. Yeah, that wasn't the words that you used. You asked me which way was I thinking that whether he was guilty or not guilty, right?
no, I didn't, no, I did not say. So,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay, let's ask you that question. So you believe he's guilty or not guilty?
And I got to give you the same answer. I
You can't, that's
do
all it
not
is. But here's the
know.
reason why I asked. Hold on. Let's go back.
Go
You
ahead.
said you've been
Hmm.
listening to my reading the transcript and all that. So for based on what I've
Uh-huh.
read in the transcript, do you, because there was one question I asked you about the racketeering, right? You say you don't believe the racketeering, right? So you believe he held somebody captive
No,
against their will?
no, no, no. But he physically had them leave one state and come to another and had sex with them. All right,
Whoa. You said,
that's
hold on.
breaking
You
the
said
man
he
act.
physically, hold on. You said he physically had him to go from one state to the next. Now, from my reading, in my the reading transcript, it was said that they contact his assistant to ask for them to
Yeah,
hit them to make arrangement for a flight. Now, how do you blame him when they're the one contacting the assistant to have them to move? Come on now, let's make sense, Gary.
I understand you on that. I go along with that. I
Come
go
on,
along with
Gary.
that wholeheartedly.
You know
Listen,
what? You know
listen,
what
but
sex
listen, Sylvia.
trafficking is? Sex trafficking is you being forced to do something without your willingness. Now these women, were they forced?
Was they what?
Forced.
You said forced? No, I wouldn't
Forced.
say they were
Forced.
forced. They wasn't physically.
Okay,
They
so then how
wasn't.
you gonna say
No,
he's guilty
I
of
would.
that? That mean, Gary, if you had sex with somebody from another state,
You,
you guilty of male sex trafficking, sir. You know that, right? All those
I
women you took
understand
out
what you.
on another state and had sex with them, you're in trouble. You're in trouble for the Mann Act, sir.
Is there man? Is if they're minors? This is something where this is where you walk a tightrope at in the law. This is where you walk in a real narrow tightrope. He made it. He asked them or told them, whichever way you want to put it. He asked them or told them to come down to Miami. I'm having a show.
No,
You're
he
gonna come
did
down
not.
and stay with
They
me for three.
asked. Hold
That's
on,
an example.
hold
That's an
on.
example. That was an
Oh, you give me an
example.
example? Okay.
Yeah,
Because
that's an
And
example.
I was about
Because
to chop you down,
I
but
don't,
go ahead.
one was
no, I didn't.
17. There was really no minors. One was 17, and her parents signed a letter for her to go with him. And prior to that, when she was staying in Chicago with him. And in Chicago,
Uh-huh.
17 is legal in Chicago.
What
And the
what about
parent,
Vegas?
I don't
Vegas
get
is
where
16. Vegas is
it's,
16.
but it shouldn't it go
Okay,
by the
okay.
home, by where their residence is at anyway?
But he
That
said
that I can't. That I can't give you a positive answer
And
because I'm not
and
up on the law like that.
and
But
then not
if you
only
come into
that,
that, if you
oh, can
go
I
ahead,
say one more thing? She lied about
Sure.
her age, and the police
Correct.
came to the hotel. They never took her
Right.
out. The parents said she was
Right.
18. She could do what she wants to do. It's like they
Right.
entrapped him.
Yeah.
And
They
then,
were very incorrect on what they did. That
right.
was
And
very
so,
much
why
so
should it cost a man
incorrect.
his life for that?
But that should have been fought in front of that judge and jury.
That's the
If they had a loophole, we call them loopholes. If
right.
they had a loophole in that law, right, they can slide it by. See, a lot of times when they writing these laws, they're written by Anglo-Saxon men, and they generally always put some type of loophole in there that if something happened to you like that, there's a backdoor way for you to get around it. There's so many, like with taxes and the government and the money that's being brought in for their campaign. And that's for we're to spend it on this and that and the other. But there's a loophole in there that they can spend it on this if they say this. If they go out there on
Oh,
that stage and say just one
oh,
particular
hold
sentence,
on,
go ahead.
hold
Can
on,
I ask you a
hold
question?
on, hold on, Henny. Hold on. Mr. 313 is patiently. He sent me a message to ask him a question. Go ahead, Mr. 313. Ask him the question.
Hey Gary, I just wanted to ask you because you said you were 70, right?
71 now.
71. So from when
Right.
you was younger and now, I know things changed is different. So how was it when you was younger when it came down to older people dealing with people of younger age?
Well, I didn't get introduced to that or I had to read about that or saw it on TV till I was probably 20, 21. So I don't know exactly what it was when I was 15 and 16 years old. I wasn't paying attention to none of that because it wasn't nothing like that crossing my mind about doing nothing like that. So I really couldn't be honest and give you an answer because it wouldn't be the truth because I don't know.
So you never
I
seen
really don't
anybody
know.
dating anybody younger? You never see older guy dating a younger woman? Gary, if you
Heck
tell me that,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a lie. You, because I'm from New
Yes.
York, and it's happening all the
Yes.
time. So don't tell that lie.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not going to tell that lie. Yes. The answer
okay,
is yes. I saw it every day.
okay.
I
Because you
saw it
ain't like,
every
oh, I
day.
don't know about that. I don't know it.
No, no. I saw it every day. I got hooked up with one. I swear she looked like she was 19 or 20. Shoot. I found out how old she was. I
But you
got
just
on that.
said
Yeah,
you don't
she
know
was
nothing
asleep.
about that. Gary, come on now, Gary. Let's tell the truth now. Shame the devil.
I just said what?
You just said
I
a
just
few
said
minutes
what?
ago you don't know nothing about that. When you was 15, 16, you ain't know nothing about that. And all of a sudden, I just called you out. Now, all of a sudden, you had somebody who looked at every bit of 18, 19, whatever age you said.
Gary, who sent you?
Yes. You put it on Metro PCS. Put it on Metro PCS. They rang the phone. But generally I'm on
Gary,
here and I'm listening. And I'm listening.
go ahead, Henny Hen. Henny Hen has a question for you.
Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
question is, okay, say that you met a girl and she told you she was 18, you was,
Uh-huh.
interested in her. This went on for
Hmm.
about 5 months. Then come to find out she's only 17. How are you going to feel about that situation?
Not how I'm going to feel. I'll tell you how I felt. I felt like
Huh.
a fool. I should have asked which. Listen, if you want to go the whole 9 yards, you would get
Well,
to
no,
look at
no.
her driver's license, her
Hold
driver's
on one
license,
minute. Hold
right?
on 1 minute.
Which is
The
okay.
the
Go
cops
ahead.
came, all the stuff that happened to him, put yourself in that situation. The cops came, they didn't take her out of the room. The parents was on the phone, said she was 18, she could do what she wants. How would you feel about that? Wouldn't you take the parents' word for it? Most normal people would.
No, would I take the parents' word for it?
Yeah.
That she was 18 and she was really 15?
No, she was
No,
17.
I'll
She
be
wasn't 18.
Okay, and 17
17.
it was not the age of consent, right?
No, in
Not in Florida.
Chicago,
Not in Florida. No.
Okay, so just as soon as police came there and was talking about her being underage,
no,
just
they
as
didn't
soon
talk.
as they let
The
me,
cops didn't. The cops didn't never say she was underage. The cops,
okay, but they,
verified through the parents saying she was 18.
yeah, so they went along with the deal, right?
Basically, yeah.
The parents, yeah, so the parents went along with the deal, but now it got me looking. My head be on the swivel. I'll be looking at her. I'll be looking at the cops. I'll be looking at the parents. Say something right here. And
Wait a minute.
if
Wait,
these
Gary,
cops
Gary,
are,
Gary. Hold on, Gary.
yeah,
Hold on, Gary. Did you understand what she
come on,
just asked you, Gary? I think your mid PCS is messing up. Did you understand the question? Should I repeat the question to you?
yeah, please do.
Okay, Gary. Okay, Gary. Gary. Now you really got me a suspect of you now, for real, for real. But listen, okay.
Well, I'm
She
sorry,
said,
I had to get out of the car, walk in the building. I was out of breath and
okay,
mouth.
here's what
I
she
got a
said.
bad heart, so that's what I had to do that.
Here's what she said, Gary. Gary, listen.
Go ahead,
She said
go ahead.
the police came to the hotel room. She showed an ID. The police even called the parents to verify her age. The parents said that she was 18. Do you understand now?
Yeah,
Okay. How would you feel? She asked, what if you was in Robert's shoes? How would you feel knowing that you asked her age? She told you she was 18. The police came, asked the parents, and parents verified that she was 18. Now you're in the courtroom. They have you under this accusation or whatever, and you've been convicted.
I thought I
How
thought
would you
they
feel?
cut I thought they cut I thought they cut that loose right there in the room. I thought they believed the parents and left them alone and left the
Yeah,
room
they
with
did.
both of them in there.
They did. Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. So then now the question is, what would I do? Wasn't it your question? In
Yeah,
that
how would you
particular
feel?
situation,
I think you
they
asked
were
how would you
there, and
feel,
I
right,
thought
Penny?
Say that again.
you
I
want to
couldn't
know
hear.
how I felt or what I would do?
Yeah, how would you feel about, being in his situation, in his exact shoes? Being that, you're on the fence,
Oh,
I'm just kind of curious.
yeah, okay. I don't even know why I use on the fence because there's so many different particles of things to believe and not believe. Uh, but how I would feel on that particular question, on that accusation, and what capped off when the police was there. I thought the parents was in the room when they asked the parents the question. I thought
On
all
the
of them was in the
phone.
same
Carol's on
hotel.
the phone.
Okay, I thought they was in the same room, and the mother told her to go down there in the room with him and try to get as many sex pictures as she could. That's what I thought I heard.
That's a
So
different
if I
situation.
heard
Now, it's
wrong,
about
huh?
the initial situation, the parents part in that's in Jacksonville. That's months later, so not that one. We're talking about the part where they initially had the interview where she was supposed to be doing singing for him and all that. That's the one we're talking about. The initial meetup.
You talking about the shoot, the the prop? What is it? I want to say proposition, but it's not proposition. Uh, just like the hearing
Audition.
that they had, just like when JoJo,
Audition. It was
huh?
supposed to be an audition.
No, that's not quite the word. Uh,
Okay.
not proclamation. Anyway, when they had just like what they did OJ after the murder trial, and they gave him a civil trial, and he gave a deposition. Deposition is the name of it. Deposition. Okay, where now he's talk. They don't need as much proof in that hearing as they do with the regular criminal trial. It doesn't have to be um, more than a reasonable doubt to find the person of wrongdoing. and that's what they did with OJ. Uh, but now with Robert, they could have went all out, and there's questions that he didn't have to answer, but he wanted to answer as much as he could, to try to make himself look right or to try to tell his side of the story. He tried to get his side of the story out as much as he can. Of course, he couldn't do it in court because they weren't going to let him take the stand. His lawyers did not want him to take the stand. But then in that deposition, he would be sitting at the head of the table, and he have his lawyers on one side and
You
the
got me.
family's
I'm
lawyers on the other
confused
side.
now. You got me so confused. You got me so
I'm
confused.
sorry.
What deposition did he have?
How many what?
What deposition did he have?
Depositions?
Yeah. When did he have a deposition? When
They
did
had
he
a
have a
dep
deposition?
He's supposed to have a deposition in order for them to sue him. He's not going to be sued in criminal court. So the deposition, if he hasn't had it yet, he's going to have it after, so they can go after any money that they can get. See, they can't sue him in the criminal court. They have to sue him in civil court, and
You
that's
know,
when he gives a
Gary, listen,
deposition.
Gary, you got me keep thinking of you. You know a little bit more than we know. Gary, who are you?
I know a little more than you'll know. No, I
You
didn't, because I
you
didn't catch
say
it every
yourself
day.
like, okay, Gary, who are you? Tell us. Who are you? Who sent you?
If you think I'm somebody on the other side of the law, then if I was trying to act that way, I should get an Academy Award. There ain't no way on the law side am I ever been,
No, I'm
and
just
I had
saying
family
you
on
know
that side.
what you know a little bit more than what because you're saying stuff that none of us have even come up with. And I'm like,
Well, if
hmm,
you haven't, okay,
hmm.
okay, listen. I've been out of jail and prisons more than you have, so you learn stuff when you go. Every time
I've
you go, you'll
thank,
learn some more.
thank you, Jesus. I've never been to prison or jail. Thank you, Lord. Knock on wood. Hallelujah, Lord. Let
Right?
me live a little bit
And
longer. And now I die. I don't want to ever be in no prison.
no, you don't. And I'm glad you have
Mm-mm.
never been, and hope you never will. But as for
I'm
getting that
asking God,
knowledge
'cause,
that you're
the
talking
way the
about,
government works and the way these people try to do, they be trying to put people in prison from some kind of way. But I thank God for 54 billion years on this earth that I have not gotten in trouble, and I don't tend to be in trouble. But sometimes your mouth might get you in trouble because you're speaking truth. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's why I say don't ever say I don't do nothing. I ain't gonna never do nothing. I ain't never going to jail. And I tell the younger ones, don't say that. Don't say
I
that.
I
Say what
pray
they're
that
not.
the Lord
Don't say
keep
what
me
they
out of
can't
there.
do.
But
There
even
you
if He
go.
do,
That's what
if
you
the
need to
Lord
pray
allows
for.
me to do, listen, I say this: if the Lord allows me to go to jail, I know there's a purpose, there's a work He wants me to do in there, so I have to take it like that. Because you can't be fearful of things. You can't be fear. You can't walk in fear. Because God did not give us a spirit of fear. So I'm not going to even
That
walk in fear.
that is correct.
It's not. Because then let me
That
tell you
is
something. If you're
correct.
scared of something, that's when they try to get you and try to make you scared of something. Nope, I'm not scared of nobody. My person I'm scared of is the man that holds my spirit, my soul, everything. So I don't walk in fear.
I understand that, and you're not supposed to.
Renee said
You're
you
not
never answered
supposed
the
to.
question.
Okay, what exact question do you want me to answer? Give me the exact question
You can
and
wish
see if I can
you've been
answer
flying
it the
around the
exact
question,
way that
Gary.
you want.
No, that's not the exact
Huh?
way. I want you to answer the question because you gave me a wishy-washy answer to my question. You gave me
You,
okay,
you,
because
you,
I
okay.
asked you.
I'm going all the way back to.
Hmm,
No, I'm gonna let
that
you finish. Please.
no, my original
I'm.
question is okay. So, what made you? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna ask you a totally different question. What made you start watching my channel, and what did you get out of me reading the transcript? And were you convinced that Robert? I mean, well, you said you're still on the fence, so you're not convinced about anything. So, what made you start watching this channel?
I like the information that was being given out. here
Okay.
lately. We haven't, to my knowledge, we haven't had that much exposure to real life dramas and courtroom antics that are going on
Okay.
daily, like yours was.
Okay. So
You
what
know,
can
we just
we
didn't
do?
have the
As,
access.
so what can we do as supporters for somebody who's still on the fence do to help you to see the light?
You don't have to help me see the light. By me being on the fence, okay, let me put it like by me being on the fence, if I got to fall off, I want to fall off on his side. But I know I
No,
could
no,
be
no,
pushed
no, no,
off on the
no,
other
no,
side.
no. Yeah, it is a serious question. This could help me to know where I want to go towards as far as the as a supporter in this channel for Robert Sylvester Kelly. What do you feel that I need to start doing, or should I emphasize on something that would help those who are on the fence, those who do not still see the what we see as supporters? I'm talking about the group of people in this group in this channel because there is a purpose for. I always
Right.
see everything as a purpose. You got on here about you say about accident, but God ordained it, and there's something He wants me as a channel that support Robert Sylvester Kelly. There's something I need to push towards to help get the word out. So, as a person that's on the fence, what do you see that needs to be done?
Suggest.
What do you feel that's missing to get you on that fence to get fall over to the side of Robert?
Hold on a minute. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It was a message coming in from me about a delivery. Um, I really don't know because I really don't get into an argument one way or another about that. Matter of fact, these guys down here, they not even. I don't know who I've talked to that said anything about it, and I didn't bring it up, and nobody else brought it up. To tell you to be perfectly honest with you, I have never sat down and had a conversation with like how we used to do. Everything was going off at the barber shop, you know. But I haven't cut my hair in years. I gray started coming in, I started shaving it off, bald. So I used to run a bootlegger and gambling house, and I would have plenty of company. Oh, we be talking about that till they close us down. But I had an 8 year run on that. But
Amber
yeah, I
just
don't go anywhere now. I
Amber
don't
just
go anywhere now. Most of,
Amber Amber just said a
huh?
message. Amber just said something that's really interesting that really has me really
But
like aha too. She says, well, this is
but
shocking, especially after his own experience with the law. How could he trust the process? That's a very good question, Amber.
how should I trust the process?
How could you trust the process, especially when you went through what you went through, your personal experience with the law?
I never said I trusted the process. Just because just because I don't trust the process doesn't mean that a person wasn't guilty of some of those things. Just because I don't trust the process, that doesn't
So,
mean that.
so therefore,
That, do-
you
that
said,
doesn't mean
okay,
that. That doesn't mean they could get me up on the stand knowing that I'm on the fence and try to question me to win their side. It's nothing like that. It's
so
nothing
so
like that.
you're still saying that you believe he's guilty because what you just said just said that to me. So you believe he's even
No,
though you said he
if
didn't,
if
you don't
if
believe he
I
didn't.
said
So
if so if I said I think he's guilty, please erase that from your memory because I don't remember saying it.
no, but just you just
I
said,
don't remember saying it. When
well, you,
I'm sitting on the fence, that doesn't say guilty or innocent.
no, 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 no. When I just asked you the question that Amber said, right? She said, based on your experience, how is it that you could trust the process right now, right? Then you said, if somebody
Right,
put
and
you
that,
on the stand, you having an issue with the what they did to you does not make you, I'm just paraphrasing to my own word, make you believe that this person is not guilty. That's what you said to me. So then to me, it's saying that you believe he's guilty.
Well, I hope you squash that because that's not what I was saying. If I'm on
Okay.
the fence, I can't believe 100% either way. Well, I wouldn't be halfway across the
Nobody's
fence.
100% on
I
anything.
that
You absolutely experience it.
okay.
But based on the evidence that was provided in court, I'm going to say 100% not guilty. Based on the evidence.
Okay, okay, and I wouldn't down you for that. Everybody got their own feeling. Everybody had their own experiences in life. You know, there's so many people locked up in there that I wish I could have brought home with me because they had no lie to me about them not doing it. You know, I've seen guys going away for over 20 years, and these kids ain't did that stuff. I believe they did not do that. There's quite a few of them, and there's a lot of talent, very much talent that's locked up behind those bars. Had artists and painters and used to play chess with some guys that was a heck of a chess player. Uh, all
How
kinds
long
of
were you
talent.
locked
Then
up?
you got
How long were
cooking
you
and
locked up?
excuse me,
How long were you locked up?
8 months and 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't no big ball, but I didn't, I knew that they didn't have enough evidence because of the time that they were offering and the time that if they had enough evidence, they wouldn't have gave me a plea agreement rather. You know, so I know they didn't have enough evidence to lock me away for 3.5 to 5, 5 to 7, or 7.5 to 15 or 25. They wouldn't have offered me that if they could have put me away for that amount of time that they had that kind of evidence. But I'm not trying to get your I'm not trying to get your violent out, thinking that I'm not saying I think he's guilty. I'm not saying that at all. I do not know. But there is a possibility that he did some of the things that they said he did. And
So what
overwhelmingly,
things do you
I
think he
believe there's some
possibly
things that
did?
he could not.
So what things do you think he
Huh?
possibly did? What things do you think he possibly did?
I, yeah, okay, I'm going to put it to you like this, and you're not going to believe it. I don't get it. I have a thing called Meniere's disease. You can look it up. You can look it up later. Uh, I've had been diagnosed with Meniere's disease. I think back in the 80s. I think it was back in the 80s. Meniere's disease. One of the side effects is short-term memory loss. I don't know why they call it that, but short-term memory loss. But it is weird because I could I can come out of this building and go back to the car again, and we sit down and then you ask me a question that you asked me from the very beginning, and I can't remember what the answer was. But that's not happening right this second. I'm just saying, if it comes up and I say, I don't remember that, so you're gonna think I'm lying. You know, a lot of people say, well, you said you can't remember nothing, but you remember that. Yeah, I remember stuff when I was 3, 4 years old, but I can't remember what happened yesterday. What you said I did yesterday, or what you said so and so said yesterday, I have no recall on that. So that's my problem. I couldn't give free advice to somebody, you know, if I was in court and defending it. I couldn't give no free advice because I might send them to jail accidentally
Are you
because
using a
I can't
bathroom?
remember. No, I'm not using that.
Okay, because I hear
Uh,
water. Okay.
so yeah, there's water on it. But no, it's just a thing where it's hard for me to talk to people that don't know me and know my predicament. Uh, so it's hard. You know, people that know and have seen me go through it, know I've been through it, know I'm still going through it. It's easier for them to understand what I'm saying. And by any way, form, or fashion, that I gave you the idea that my thing, I was saying that he is guilty. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There's no way I wanted you to think that. No, no, no. No, no, no. I just don't have the feeling or know that this man did all those daggone charges. All those charges. No, I don't. I don't. I don't believe it. If they came back with a hung jury, they might not even come back for a retrial. They know how messed up their case. They, they might come back for a retrial. You know, and by then, a lot of people will have their mind made up, especially if they're listening to your channel and then listen to CNN or not CNN, Fox. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a lot of people's heads messed up, but they don't know what they have to do. And I don't think that the prosecution will try to do it again. You know? Now, I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, that they're gonna ask for a retrial. That takes a lot of money. And so a lot of money is gonna have to be retrieved from somewhere. If he doesn't have money stashed away somewhere, somebody that means him any good don't have any money. You know, I used to tell the younger guys, man, take that money and stash it at least 3, 4 different places. So if you get locked up, they run up on you and they take your stuff from you. Uh, let your aunt still know where it's at. Let your grandma know where it's at. Things like that. Those that will help you if you should get arrested. Because you need money to get back out, get you a good lawyer, and fight your case all over again. So no, I am not saying that I even think that that man did everything he convicted of. No, man, none. Not know everything that he convicted of. He's convicted of. Now, across a state line thing, I haven't read it, but I've heard it years and years ago about the man. I think it was behind Joe Lewis and bringing a white woman across the line. And that had
wasn't Joe
baffled me because
Louis.
I never looked into that,
That
did
was
I?
Jack
Huh?
Johnson. It was Johnson. It wasn't Joe Louis.
Jack Johnson was
Mm-hmm.
the boxer.
It was
Yeah,
Johnson. Mm-hmm.
I think I think it was Jack Johnson that took the white woman to a southern state. I think, and he stopped him, and he had a white woman in the car, and they came up with that man accent. Man, nobody ever heard that stuff before, to my knowledge. Have not had not heard about it before. But then another thing, there are so many laws on the books, stupid laws on the books now that the average person would say, "Why don't you stop lying? They can't do this. They can't do that. That don't even make no sense." And then you can take them to the law library and pull it out and say, "You read it and tell me if you read it the same way I read it." You know, I've done that. And it's just crazy. I mean, you can't walk your cow across the street without being on the corner. You got to wait till you get to a corner to cross your cow across the street. That stuff is already on the books and it ain't been taken off. Crazy, crazy stuff. I know when they came down here, there was a thing called fornication. They used to they used to enforce this. The white cops used to watch a particular bar named Queens. They used to watch the sailors in Sailor Town, Navy Town down here, and they used to watch the sailors come out of bars, you know, little tipsy, come out with a girl, and they know what she do. They wait till they get to the hotel, give them enough time to get their clothes off, and then bust in the door and catch them and arrest them for fornication. So what you have to do if they come in that door and they catch y'all in bed, and both of your feet are on in the bed, then you're going to jail. But if you get in the bed and you keep one foot on the floor, then that's not fornication. Crazy stuff. So we don't know how many crazy things are in the book. That's still enforceable, but they're just not enforcing it. but it's
Well,
still on
they
the book.
choose to bring them out when they want to get somebody.
Yes, yes, they get together and say, you know
Anyway,
what, we ain't.
Gary, I'm about to get off this live. I've been on there too long. I appreciate you coming on, and don't be a stranger, okay?
Mhm. Okay, and yeah, I just want to clear that up now. No, I don't think that he's guilty or not guilty. I don't have my mind made up.
You're on the fence.
But I'm
Okay,
more
I
on
get
his
it.
side.
I get
I'm
it. I get you
I'm
on the
more on
fence.
his side than I against
Okay.
him. Okay, it
All
does.
right.
It won't take me but a little tip to push me all the way on his side. Just a little nudge. You
All
know,
right. Well, you just keep
I'm more
listening
on
to
his
the
side
channel.
than I
Hopefully,
am on.
you get the nudge that we need to get you to help out.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I would
Huh?
love it. I would love it.
All right.
But like I
All
said,
right.
we
But
got
I
we
thank
got
you,
too
Gary.
many.
What you Gary say?
Okay, you think you? No. I said I'm thinking I looked up and got you on the phone. Uh, and like I said, I like what you're doing. I really do. There's some people that when they first start listening to you about this case, had no idea, or they thought all the way, oh, that nasty man. I hear him, saying, oh, that nasty man. They ought to hang him by his, you know,
Well,
all kind of stuff, and they
you know what
haven't
I'm getting
even.
ready to do, Gary? Since I have people I know that's on the
Well,
fence on this channel now, I'm going to do my
uh-huh.
darndest to bring the information back out. And I said I was going to do it, but
Hmm.
you have helped me to push me to that focus again. I thank you for that. So it
Uh-huh.
didn't you getting on is not in vain. So thank you so I can go ahead and do the work that I need to do because I was having conversation with the supporters on here this morning and you just gave me my answers. I appreciate you for that. Because
You're very
now I have
welcome.
a whole bunch of people
Very
in this
welcome.
chat says they're confused now. So and they said you're
Hmm.
confused. So we're gonna help you to not get unconfused.
Right.
All right.
Right. There's,
Thank you,
you know,
Gary. Thank you for
yep.
being on here. I appreciate you.
Very
Don't be a
welcome.
stranger. And say hi to us once in a while when you're in the chat, okay? So I'll know us so I
Will
give you a
do.
shout out.
All right. Will
All
do,
right,
sir.
Gary. It's nice meeting you.
All right.
Have a
Nice
good one.
meeting
I'm
you
going to
too.
go watch DJ. Do you
All
ever
right.
watch DJ Tyson? Is anybody else that you watch on the channel?
No, I'm just on my notebook. I'm just
Okay.
pulling stuff off a notebook and looking at
Okay.
that
Well,
because I
you
don't have my
say
TV
you
yet where I'm
subscribe.
at.
How you subscribe to my channel? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So every time I get on, hit the notification button. So when I get on and bring up some stuff, because I'm gonna go back and start doing those transcripts, so it can help you to push you over that
Yeah, I
fence.
did.
I need you on that fence, okay? I need you off the fence. I
Yeah,
need you on the outside.
all right. I hit the thumbs up barrel and I hit subscribe and it says I'm subscribed.
Okay.
Wow,
And hit
quite a while
that
back.
little bell too. The little bell tells you when I go on. So whenever I come on, it'll notify you that I'm on, okay?
Okay, is that bell supposed to stay white or turn black?
This should be, well, you gotta go move it up when it says, it should have like a little quotation marks that shows that whenever I get on, you'll ring that bell.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
No,
Well, it's
good
nice
looking out. Good
meeting you,
talking to
Gary.
you.
Please don't be a stranger, okay? Because I need to push you over that fence to get
Oh,
on Robin's side.
I
All
got you.
right.
That'll work.
Well,
That'll work.
Well,
All right then.
again, I appreciate you coming on. I agree. You have a lot of knowledge I didn't know about. Well, I just learned about the fornication thing because I didn't even know about that. But thank you. I
Yeah.
mean, you have wisdom.
Okay.
All right. You have a good one. Okay.
Okay, you too.
All
And
right.
everybody else on have a good one and be careful out there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye. All right, guys. I'm about to get off this live. DJ's about to get on. You know what, Gary? I'm gonna kick you off because it still shows you on here. Okay? Is it okay? I kick you off.
Yeah, because my phone's in my pocket and I'm driving.
Okay, I'm gonna kick you off, okay?
I'm on my Bluetooth.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
kick you
sure.
back. That's the one, Gary. All right, guys. Sorry about that. It doesn't matter what he thinks, Beverly. Yeah, I agree. Let's give him a hand of applause for even getting on this channel because we got work to do, guys. We got work. We got work. We got a lot of work to do. So you know, I gotta work out. I'm not gonna be on here to work out because it's 3 hours I've been on here and I need to get off. I'll see you guys in a few. I'm gonna go watch DJ do my workout. Drink your water. Don't forget, every time you get on here, drink your water. Water is important. It's a key to life. I'll see you later. Bye.